Stress Less with Sneha J. Today we are here again this Monday for our weekly pick a card reading. And how we do that is where we pick a number between 1 to 6 and then go to the comments and post the number that you chose and then watch this video for your reading. Let's get started. And if you are watching this, let me know if you are a parent currently. If you are a parent, say yes in the comments below. Card number 1 is the Groundhog Spirit. And the Groundhog Spirit comes to tell us that it is time to let go. So if you are holding on to your negativities, to your old stories, to any beliefs that no longer work for you, it is time to let go. And if you are interested in a letting go ritual, let me know in the comments that you are interested in learning more about a letting go ritual, and I will send that to you either in the messenger or I will send you a link for that. And let's see what the oracle has to say for this card. If you are watching this live, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know if you are a parent. And let me know the card number that you picked. This is for card number 1. Endings lead to beginnings and death is a part of life. So Groundhog Spirit is here to let you know that it is time to accept the natural ending of something that is no longer serving you. We love to hold on to what is familiar, but the new needs space to arrive so growth can occur. When Groundhog Spirit appears, it is a sign there is something in your present situation that you need to let go of, so that something new can be born, something that will be far better to serve you now. When the groundhog sees his shadow, he retreats to his den. So too might you yearn for a little more to say goodbye and transition into the new. However, change is coming and it is good, so let go of your resistance. Life requires change and detachment. Spirit is already sending your abundance your way. So if you had number 1, this is your card. For card number 2. Card number 2 is Wombat Spirit, and it tells you to be at home. And it can have a lot of different meanings. So being at home would be either being in the center, in your spirit, in your presence. Being at home could literally mean not going outside and just being in your physical space and taking time out from others and spending that time into more introspection and being by yourself and giving yourself that space that you need to rejuvenate and relax and feel good about yourself. Sometimes we go out and it takes our energy a lot, especially if you are an introvert or an empath. And it's better to just be at home sometimes to just re-energize and then go out and then meet with people. And I know that this time we are not meeting with a lot of people anyways. So take this time to see how you can enjoy your time being at home, how you can use it for letting go of your beliefs, how you can use it for just getting more energy, how you can use it for more self-care, right? And let's see what the spirit has to say about that. Burrowing deep into the ground, remaining safe, sound, and well-fed with family is a special trait of the wombat. Home sweet home is always available if you recognize that well-being is the truth of life. Wombat Spirit reminds you that to be truly at home in the world, you need to find comfort within your own skin. You do this by accepting all your experience without judgment through deep honesty and love of life. When you feel the freedom to be yourself, you can begin to truly feel at home in your life with your family and your tribe. Right now, you are in a beautiful place where you can hang up in the coat of your identity and settle in a true sense of home and well-being, understanding that all is well. Everything you do from this place rings true in harmony with spirit. So that was Wombat. Card number 3 is the Lizard Spirit. And the lizard tells us to dream the world into being. And if this is your card, if you are called to card number 3, it's a beautiful card. All you have to do is visualize the world that you want right now to create for yourself. And visualizations are very powerful to help you create what you want, right? So once you have this intention and you have the visual of where you want to go in your life, then taking that inspired action to go there becomes easier. But first we have to have clarity on what we want, and then dream and create that plan or that mental picture, the clear picture, so that you can move forward and make your dreams come true. So this is a beautiful card for number 3, and let's see what the Oracle has to say about it. If you're just joining, say hi, let me know you're here. When was the last time you basked in the sun and allowed yourself to daydream, to imagine what might be and who you might become? Lizard Spirit appears when you are called to let your imagination flow and dream something new. Inspiration is available to you now if you are willing to show down and let your eyes close a little, allowing ideas to dance in your head. What might come into being if you were to pursue your dream? How might you grow and expand if you allow yourself to dare to believe in the impossible, making it possible first in your dreaming mind and then working in with your co-spirit and then co-creating it with your spirit. Give into the power of imagination, and soon your dream will become clearer, the steps will reveal themselves, and what was ephemeral will begin to take form. So dream it and be it. So this is for number 3. If you're watching, say hi, let me know where you're watching from, and let me know if you are a parent. So I have some more resources coming up for parents, so I want to know if you are watching this video and if you are currently a parent. And now card number 4. Card number 4 is the Badger Spirit. It wants you to be fearless and bold. A lot of times, in order for us to really be authentic, to be working and taking action, in a lot of ways we have to be bold. We sometimes have to get out of our comfort zone and move forward in a way, right? So for me to come here every week and talk is going out of my comfort zone. For me to read these cards like that, it's not, I was not always very comfortable on videos, right? So I had to come out of my comfort zone and become fearless, be bold. And by fearless, let me tell you, fearless is not really fearless. Courageous does not mean without fear. It really means that doing things in spite of whatever fears that you may have. That saying, okay, my my heart is beating right now very fast, but I'm still going to do it. That is what courage is. So there's a big misconception out there that courage means that that person has no fear. It's not like that. Everybody has fears, but the people who are courageous actually take action in spite of whatever their mental talk is, whatever their fears are coming out. So that's about card number 4, and interestingly it is also card number 4 in the deck. Badger Spirit rejoices at your persistence and commitment to what is true for you. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith in your partnership with Spirit is paying off, and the results will soon coalesce into form in your world. The gift of Badger Spirit is the surety that taking a risk now and being courageous, fearless, and bold will yield wondrous results. This is a time to harness your will and apply it consistently to the pursuit of your dreams. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that Spirit deems best for you. Badger Spirit says you have what it takes to get what you want, so assert yourself, be fearless and be bold. Shine your light as your purpose calls you into the world. Don't be afraid to make your first move. Now, card number 5 is the Frog Spirit. The Frog Spirit tells you to clear out the clutter. If you have clutter around you in your house, if you have clutter in your thoughts, if you have clutter in your energy, wherever you see clutter, try to clear it out and make sure that you are keeping your energy and environment around you clean. When you have clean energy and clean area around you, that space inspires you to do more. But when you see clutter around you, that takes away your energy. You feel drained, right? So making sure that you feel more energetic and conserve your energy is by clearing your clutter. So make sure that you take this seriously. Clearing clutter is an ultimate manifesting technique, and I can talk about it more later, but know this, that if you clear clutter, you're going to easily manifest things in your life. And let's see what the Spirit has to say for us. Frog Spirit knows that while all the other frogs are croaking away, this is a time for you to simplify and declutter your life so you can feel content on your own lily pad. Even when life is not creating a total cacophony, we can become drawn to the excitement of lots of noise. Then the next thing we know, our schedules and homes are cluttered with commitments we regret making and objects taking up valuable space. Even relationships need decluttering as they often become messy. Frog Spirit appears to tell you to clean house, prioritize what you need, and get rid of or give away the rest so you can have some space in your head and in your day. You don't need the old stuff and its stories shouting at you about the past. Along with the physical clutter, friendships are sometimes kept long past their expiration date, weighing you down with unnecessary baggage. Now is the time to let go. Whatever you need will appear when you need it, so release your grip on all that clutter that is making you feel anxious and burdened. Frog Spirit wants you to reclaim your space, unencumbered by shoulds, oughts, and could have beens. Let go and jump. You're free from all that stuff. Now, card number 6. If you are watching this video, say hi. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know you were here. If you're watching a replay, please make sure that you let me know that you were here and you watched the replay. Card number 6 is the Nightingale Spirit, and it tells you that love is all around. If you look for it, you will find it. And everything is all about love. Most of our learnings that happen in our life are all about understanding that love is always all around. And it is also an excellent reminder to go to Netflix and watch Love is All Around, my favorite movie. It's a Christmas movie, but now it is July, so we can celebrate Christmas in July and watch the movie. So there. I hope you're that movie fan, otherwise you might think I'm just crazy. But it's okay. In the darkness of night, Nightingale's spirit sings her song of love and hope, a harbinger of dawn to remind you that the sun will rise again soon. You are so loved, and the illumination song of Nightingale Spirit calls you to a new level of self-awareness and connection with the light. Yes, there is shadow and darkness, but love and prosperity exist everywhere, even in the seeming emptiness of space, darkness, and a starless night. What a card of hope. Like, we all need this Nightingale Spirit right now in today's world. Hearken to the message, letting the music of the Nightingale's song remind you that love is all around. Feel it and trust in tomorrow's light, renewing your ability to recognize that spaces that appear empty are filled with love and abundance. Illumination will happen soon. So this was our reading for the week. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in a private 1:1 reading, go to the description of this video and click on the link for services, and you will find all my services there. The 1:1 reading happens a little differently. I don't read as much from here. It's more about mixing Akashic records with oracle cards, and it's a little more intuitive than these readings. And secondly, if you are interested in learning more about reading oracle cards and harnessing your intuition, the person who made these cards, one of my oracle card reading mentors, Colette Baron Reed, is currently having a masterclass to help you master your intuition. It is free of charge, and you can go and check that video out. I have posted that link in the description as well, and I'll post it in the comments. Thank you so much again for watching. We'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday Talks. Thank you. Namaste.